Hello, I'm Paul Heyman, head teacher here at Westcliff High School for Girls. And this talk is to the parents of our new Year 7 students who started in September 2020. In this talk, I'm going to cover the induction activities, the processes here at school, but also the changes we've had to make as a result of the pandemic. A lot of what I have to say has been curtailed because of the pandemic, but we very much hope a lot of the events and activities will resume in due course. Now, for this part of my talk, I'm going to be using this presentation. So I'm going to say something about the changes we've made here at school to try and keep people as safe as possible while the pandemic is here. We've made alterations to the induction activities, with most of those now happening at the start of this term. All pupils are part of a year group bubble. We've given them a marquee area outside of school so as they've got a wide open space that's well ventilated that they can go to before school, at break time, lunchtime, and after school. We aren't allowing lockers at the moment, but we have provided our pupils with various items that allow them to actually take part in class and be more interactive. We've promoted hand hygiene. We've had to make some changes to the arrangements for movement between lessons. And we've also introduced the requirement for face masks to be worn at the end of the school day as they leave the school site until they can safely social distance. So there have been a number of induction activities so far. That's included students meeting their tutors, doing their IT logins, taking their fingerprint for being able to buy items in the canteen. There's been a series of other activities as well, including the work that we've done on telling the students about the style of teaching and learning that takes place here at Westcliff High School for Girls, using assessment for learning and building learning power activities. And they've all had the opportunity to take part in various lessons. So these are the key expectations we have of all students here at school. We want them to attend registration and tutor time, to be present with our assemblies, to, when possible, take part in extracurricular activities. We want them to aim for 100% attendance, and we want them to be able to work well at home and undertake those tasks that we set, for instance, homework. Tutor time is an important part of the day. It's when the girls get an opportunity to spend time with their tutor, to ask them questions and to learn more about the school here. It's also a chance for the tutor to monitor the progress that your daughter is making, but they'll also be giving out information, including letters that may need to come home, and they'll also be explaining about the key expectations here at school. There's various ways in which we keep in communication with you. That could be through letters, it could be through emails that come on school comms, there are occasional newsletters. Reports are sent home using a system called My Child at School, and there'll also be parents' evenings, though understandably these are currently curtailed. Normally, there'd be a whole range of opportunities for students in Year 7, and this lists some of those different opportunities, and we very much hope that we'll be able to re-engage with these. The activity day for this term is cancelled, but we still need to confirm activity days for the spring and summer term. We want all students to play as full a role in the life of the school as possible, and that includes work towards their houses and the house championship. And that can be through various activities listed here. Now, some of these are currently curtailed, but every student is still able to gain points for their house through good attendance, through making sure they wear their uniform correctly, and for undertaking excellent work which might achieve them a merit from a member of staff. Now, in normal times, there's a whole range of clubs that we might expect to run, and a whole host of sporting activities, normally with lunchtime practices. And a whole host of extracurricular music that we would normally expect to take place. We have a number of traditions here at school, and that includes activity days, which I've already mentioned. Normally, early in the autumn term, we have a harvest collection where we pass food items onto our local homelessness charity. Just before half term in the autumn term, we normally have charity week. Then we have various things throughout the year, including school productions and whole school assemblies. Then there's some songs that we expect the girls to learn. We have a school song, we have a school Christmas carol, and at the end of the summer term, we traditionally end the year by singing Cliff Richard's Summer Holiday. Now, it is possible that on occasion the school may need to close. As a general rule, we do our best to stay open. But if we ever need to close, we will let parents know using a message through the school comms system and also information on the school website. If the school ever has to close, work will be set by staff using Google Classroom, and that will follow the normal timetable. It is possible that another period of remote learning will need to take place. All the students have logins to Google Classroom, and the work set will follow the normal timetable. We expect every pupil to submit work to their teachers at least weekly so that we can maintain that important contact. And some teachers may use video conferencing as a way of either starting or holding lessons. But we also want students to be able to study well at home. And this is a list of the things we hope you will be able to support them with so that they can undertake that activity. The IT systems we use here at school use an operating system called Linux, but we also provide seamless Wi-Fi across the site so that once pupils are logged on, they stay on that one Wi-Fi link all the time they're here. Pupils have access to LibreOffice, to Google Docs, to Microsoft Office, and they're able to store their files on OneDrive. And for emails, we use Microsoft Outlook. In class, teachers may allow the use of mobile phones for use in study. There will be regular monitoring of progress for every student here at school, and there will be regular PTs or pupil tracking information that we send home. We will intervene if we think grades fall below their potential, but also please let us know if you think they are underperforming in some way. But it's also important to let us know if there's any way in which your daughter may be affected that could cause her to not work to the best of her ability. There may be all sorts of reasons for this, but we do need to know about them so that we can support them effectively. And if they have any problems when they're here at school, there's a whole range of people they'll be able to turn to for help. Their form tutors, to their pastoral support coordinator, to their learning manager, to the deputy head teacher. We also have school counsellors, and for this year, the National Health Service have also provided us with additional mental health support. Now, sometimes there may be some financial challenges, and we do encourage, where possible, pupils to obtain free school meals if they qualify for them. And please contact Miss Knight to find out more information about this. So finally, please keep us informed if there's anything that affects your daughter that we need to know about. We really want all the students to enjoy their learning and look forward to coming to school. So thank you for watching this presentation, and we look forward to resuming normal service as soon as possible. Goodbye.